Ghana is actually doing something tremendous in Africa. Ghana currency appreciates after Ghana formed the Goldbod and kicked out Americans and France buyers. See, Ghana is not smiling at this point. They are doing everything possible to get all their resources back from the Westerners. IMF have done more harm than good in Africa, not just in Ghana, but kudos to the president of Ghana that he decided to clear the debts that he owes IMF and is not even ready to collect any loan anymore. But let's watch this video to see how the cedis have appreciated over the dollar and the latest updates and things that are going on in Ghana. Don't forget to like this video. Please share this video and subscribe to the channel.
We have some major breaking news coming from Ghana. So immediately Ghana government formed the Goldbod. You remember what I told you? The Goldbod was to allow the young miners in Ghana not to sell their gold to foreigners, which were the Americans and the France, and sell their gold to the Goldbod. Just imagine the money in Ghana. Their Ghana CD has appreciated from 14 CDs per dollar to 10 CDs per dollar, and the value of the Ghana CD is going to equate 1 CD is to $1. This is after kicking out the foreigners who were buying the gold in their country very cheap and selling it for a very high price. And as you can remember, the United States of America, immediately after Ghana formed the Goldbod, the United States of America started calling Ghana an unsafe place to go, that you cannot go there, there is a lot of terrorist activities. And now the people in Ghana are celebrating because their money is now gaining value. So they are saying very soon, Ghana's CD is going to be one of the biggest currencies in Africa.
Okay, now this calls for a celebration. Let me explain. You see, Ghana's government has confirmed it paid $1.47 billion within its first year in office to clear long-standing energy sector debts. Now, this single move is historic. It's necessary to stabilize the power sector and restore international confidence. But this payment did not happen in isolation. It's tied to years of mismanagement, mounting arrears, and looming threats of power disruptions. Now, let me make you understand this better. You see, for about 5 to 7 years, Ghana's energy sector has been crippled by unpaid obligations to independent power producers. Now, these are companies that generate electricity for the national grid. But here's what most of you don't know. The debt was estimated at about $1.7 billion. But after audits and negotiations, government didn't pay everything. They settled about $1.47 billion. Now, that initial $1.7 billion was an estimated total at a certain point in time, around 2024. It included owed and paid bills, accumulated interest, penalties, different agency debts rolled together. So it was a gross figure, the full outstanding exposure. Now, these unpaid bills accumulated into what experts call legacy arrears. Now, these are debts inherited from previous administrations. Now, at the peak of the crisis, power producers warned of plant shutdowns, fuel shortages, possible return of doomsday, investor withdrawals. Now here's where everything changed. On January 12th, 2026, the finance ministry announced government had spent $1.47 billion in 2025 to clear a large portion of these debts and restore Ghana's World Bank partial risk guarantee. Now that guarantee is critical. It allows Ghana to borrow for energy projects at lower risk and better rates. Without it, power financing becomes extremely expensive. You see, crucially, this claim is independently confirmed by the independent power generators of Ghana. In an official statement, the group, which represents companies like Car Powership, Sonon Asagli, Send Power, and Early Power, publicly acknowledged receiving payments. They described the settlement as a major milestone and credited government for restoring financial discipline in the sector. So now the popular question should be, are we done with doomsday for real? Now here's why this is very important. Now this payment has serious implications. It prevents power shutdowns, keeps electricity flowing, restores investor confidence, reopens access to World Bank guarantees. It also stabilizes fuel supply contracts, but it also comes at a cost. Now $1.47 billion is one of the largest single-year energy payments in Ghana's history. So now my question is, does this mean we will have enough power to run the country for the next 12 months? Or is it just temporary? Now this payment saved Ghana from another power crisis, but it also exposes the deep structural problems in the energy sector, a system that keeps generating debts government must repeatedly clean up.
CD appreciation against the major trading currencies. We've seen that. In fact, the last time we checked, it's trading at sort of 10 CDs, 51 pesos thereabout at the interbank, but then again at the forex bureau, you'll get it a little below 12 CDs to the dollar. We've seen fuel prices go down in the first pricing window for the year 2026. The fundamental question on the minds of many is how these gains can be sustained going into the most part of the year 2026, and taking into consideration a number of things that will be happening. We're going to have it to think about how to settle our external debt, and as well as also as the Bank of Ghana is going to reduce its footprints in the forex market, as well as to how much they would put in terms of intervention to show up the value of the city, as well as one that would look at other policy alternatives to sustain these gains that we have seen. These are the questions that we're going to be asking as the days, weeks, and months go by. But this is it. What the president talks about, we're going to put it on the screen right now. It's a picture that is captured statistically and also confirmed. We're ending the year, at least based on what Ghana Scale Service put out, the month of November saw inflation at 6.3%. Now, by next week or two, we're going to hear exactly how we ended the month of December in terms of the inflation rate. But this is it, 6.3% for inflation, right from 23.5 when he took office as president of the Republic of Ghana in January. It's been on the decline consistently to 23.1 in February, 22.4 in March, 21.2 in April, 18.4% in May. And in fact, we've seen a direct link between the inflation rate and then also the appreciation of the cedi. Because if you look at the main part of this period of the May, June last year, when we saw this big decline in inflation rate, you could also relate within that same period what was happening to the cedi. And this is it. We're going to show it to you. It clearly paints the picture of that nexus, the connection between the inflation rate and also the strength of the cedi. Between May and June, we saw the cedi trading at 10 cedis, 28 pesos, 10 cedis, 30 pesos, thereabout. And right from that period as well, you see inflation also reducing sharply from 21.2, 18.4% down to 13.7%. So with the inflation targeting that the Bank of Ghana has been on for quite a while now, we'll see as well how that will continue going into the year 2026. Joe Jackson is a financial analyst joining me.
Asemaba aban we ayade mo yemo na baso ni nyina ne say the finance minister Kesera to force e dey aba betu dwase his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama etumi amoma clear legacy data electricity ebusia ka na do dan kwakufu ado ene aban dada mo twemu nyina no ebusia me ne ukase 1.47 billion dollars aban mo betue se ka nyina ebusia ye ka se legacy data ka akompale a eda ho dada afia twemu ene de twemu ni de twemu nyina no ebusia ono ena me ne ukase president John Dramani Mahama eyisika America sika ebusia 1.47 billion dollars any cedi any million billions and I'm no come asemi ebusia na do dan kokofo ado before say oba bemu 2017 on president John Dramani Mahama etuya make sure say we criticism with futu bia your friend Esla ebusia say futu no na like omo de den emo de sika egumu a etumi ma nyam kania no etumi gina so na do dan kokofo ado ne MPP for buy no omo yi sika ni na afimu no omo de Esla no esan so ko chibusia and ebusia me ni ukase benefit na ye World Bank ni ade no yenya sa benefit ni na ba ene his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama etumi make sure say 1 year pepe no wotumi aklesa e kana omo bogu of 1970 80 2000 2010 2020 2024 no na do akofo ne MPP for abeso no ba klesa ekeni na efi ho ebusia ono tina mo hu say of late no okania no ejina so a emo na ni say pre debi MPP for na go mo pese omo say John Dramani Mahama afi we nso no ana say the 10 we nso no omo de dum so ebe cheche ne kon omo boka bibi na digu ho ba NDC aban we led by his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama Kesela to force na oye the finance minister Sami JV Eda Goldbod Dr. Isiama ono so Bank of Ghana ho ebusia this group of people am abo mu di no me say economy no yes solid economy ye bonyo me look at what class ekeni na for 1.47 billion dollars na obegu bi enti me say ukania no e money ni say play because masa the foundation is so solid His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama.
Ghana has officially launched its first Goldbod task force, marking a major step toward formalizing the small-scale gold sector. This new initiative is designed to regulate gold trade, reduce illegal exports, and strengthen the national economy by leveraging gold to support the cedi. The first batch of trained officers will be inaugurated by President John Dramani Mahama on July 8, 2025, signaling the government's commitment to responsible gold governance and economic transformation. At the commissioning ceremony, Sami Gyamfi, CEO of Ghana Goldbod, highlighted the task force's broader mission to stabilize the cedi and ensure that Ghana fully benefits from its mineral wealth. These officers are not only tasked with regulating gold trade, but also with protecting Ghana's foreign reserves by supporting legal gold transactions and cracking down on unregulated activities. Their work is part of a national agenda to curb the outflow of untaxed illegally mined gold and make gold a core tool for economic resilience. Now fully trained, the Goldbod officers will soon begin nationwide operations aimed at improving gold traceability and enhancing the Bank of Ghana's gold purchasing strategy. The Goldbod initiative is central to Ghana's long-term plan to harness its gold resources responsibly and equitably.
At least this is a major move in the country. If a government is doing this, at least there will be some changes in the economy of the country. And I'm super excited that there are leaders in Africa that have decided to wake up and not allow the IMF manipulate them by giving them more loans, But Ghana decided to stand on its own, use its resources to build the country, and they're going to do well because as it stands right now, they've made a lot of profits from gold and other resources in Ghana. Let me know what you think in the comment section as a Ghanaian or as a foreigner watching this. What do you have to say concerning this particular video? Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and please do well to subscribe to the channel to join the family. Thank you for always watching my videos. See you guys in the next one.